Hey everyone, Leo with Dreaming Tree, and welcome to the assembly video for our bunny place card. This is going to be a very quick project, which is great because you're probably going to be making a bunch of these, maybe 4, 5, 6, who knows, depending on how big your Easter lunch or dinner is. Now real quick, you'll notice here that it's going to fold in half here, and it's going to stand up like this, okay? And we have a little bow that we're going to do, but one thing I do want to mention is you can bring this into your cutting software. I did this in Design Space, and I actually had Design Space write this out using a pen while it was cutting out. So if you're not familiar with that process, check out our YouTube channel. It was probably about 2-3 weeks ago where I discussed how to use single line fonts in Design Space. So that's super handy. You can try to do it by hand, but obviously, my penmanship isn't the best, so I opted to have the machine do it for me. So there's instructions on how to use single line fonts on our YouTube channel. But anyway, so again, you're just going to fold in half, and we're going to take this part of his little scarf and bow outfit, and you can see that there's a little score line going down his neck. You're going to line that above that little score mark. Okay, so all we need to do is put a little bit of glue right here on this part. I don't think you really need to. You could technically probably go down a little bit here, but I don't think it's necessary. This is a pretty delicate and small little piece that does not need a lot of glue. Okay, so we're going to align that just above the little score mark. Make sure that you're getting it nice and straight. Just like that, very simple. Okay. So I already folded it in half, obviously. And then we just need to make the little bow. Oh, by the way, before we make the bow, we do have a tiny little heart for a nose. Okay. And I'm just going to put a tiny, tiny, tiny little dot of glue on the back of this little nose. And you'll notice that there is a series of little score marks there to help you with the placement of the nose. Now, if you have a little pick-me-up tool, that may help since it's a tiny little piece, just to make sure you get that in the right spot, but it's kind of hard to miss. Okay, so there's this cute little nose. And now the bow, for those of you that I'll call Dreaming Tree veterans, the bow is, well, it's cut out like this. We're going to take a dowel, and we're going to take and place the dowel basically right at the very base of each of the loops. Bring this up about 90 degrees and then run the dowel through. What we want to end up with is a little bit of a curve, just like that. We'll do that to both sides. And we may need to even take and place the end of the loop against the dowel between your finger and the dowel and just kind of curl it towards you to make that curve even more pronounced. Okay? We just want it to look nice and round. We don't want to just crease it right there. Now at the end of each loop, you'll notice that there's a little square. It's a little tab. We're going to place just a dot of glue on the inside part of the square. Bring it in. There's a square in the center of both of the loops, and just glue that right down to that little square between the two loops and hold it in place. Should go pretty quick. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. A little bit of glue on the inside of that square. Bring it into the center and just hold that in place. Give that a good squeeze. And there is your cute little bow. And then we have this one additional little piece, and what we're going to do with that is we're going to place that right in the center of the bow and then just fold it behind the back of the bow. Okay, and then you can take a little bit of glue, put it on one of the sides, and glue it to the top of the other side to close it up. And that's just going to add a nice little pattern in the center to change the direction of the pattern, and it'll add a little bit of dimension to it. Okay, and then that's just going to get glued right there, like so. You could use hot glue if you want. I think I could just use regular glue. It should be fine. Sometimes because it is dimensional, hot glue gets the job done a lot quicker. And then of course you can take and put a little rhinestone or a pearl in the center of the bow to dress it up even more. Okay, so the last thing we want to do here is just throw a little bit of glue on the part above the score mark. So basically just the head. You can just put glue on one side, and we're going to glue the two heads together so that you don't see two heads, and that we just have the legs acting as the support mechanism to, allow this thing to stand up. Okay, so just get the heads glued together like so. So that is what it should look like when you're all done. So we just have that little base with the legs, and the head is all together. So that's going to do it. You see how quick that is. So there's really no reason why you couldn't make 6, 12, maybe even more. But it's very cute and will make a great addition to your Easter table. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please visit us on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. While you're there, hit the little bell so you get notifications anytime we release a new product, whether it be paid or free. And if you make this or anything from our Bunny Trail bundle, which we just released, I'd love to see it, and so would the rest of our community. So head over to your Facebook and do a search for Dreaming Tree Official. That's where you'll find myself and over 40,000 other dreamers that inspire us daily. So thanks for hanging out with me, and as always, I look forward to crafting with you again. Hey, thanks for crafting along with me. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, check out some of our other videos, and also please consider hitting that subscribe button. And don't forget to visit our site and check out our free SVG section, where we have over 140 free SVG files complete with assembly videos. I look forward to crafting with you soon.